Hey guys, welcome to this week's Reality Roundup. We're still a week out from Halloween, but if you're watching the video version of this, we got some Phantom of the Opera action going on.
Not me. I'm fine.
We got some Edward Scissorhands going on.
We got some wet hair. We just out of the shower.
Mm-hmm.
Separate.
Okay, that's weird. But anyway, we're here to talk about some great shows this week. So before we even get into what we did watch, let's talk about what we didn't watch. I was so hyped up for The Masked Singer. And then
me too.
I realized, wait a second.
It's not on.
It's not on because the World Series is on. Yeah. I'm not going to lie. As a Yankee fan, I am enjoying watching the ass kicking that's happening so far.
You know what I like about the, is it the Nationals? I call them the Walgreens.
We call them the Walgreens because of their W.
They have a really tight team, a lot like the Yankees. The Yankees, I feel like, all really enjoy playing together. And the Nationals have such camaraderie.
We're talking specifically about that little celebration that we saw in their dugout last night.
No, but it's more stuff, too. Like, they were showing clips. They're all, like, in these big hug piles.
Oh, I thought you were going to say they were showing, like, some sort of barbecue outside of the game or something.
No, but they're really, like, a really cohesive team. And they play small ball, and it's nice to see them playing old-timey baseball. And I think that's the secret to their success. So good for them.
Anyway, this is not a sports podcast, so we're going to move on. But we also wanted to give a shout out to the Gilmore Girls, or just Gilmore Girls, because
we're in a bad place right now.
We've been watching a lot of Gillies, as we like to call it. We've been actually watching it. Okay, so we didn't watch it when it was actually airing in real time.
And everyone said, "Oh my God, you have to check out the Gilmore Girls because it's you."
Yeah, they always compared us to the Gilmore Girls, which was funny. It was funny now that we're watching it.
And semi-true.
Sort of. Yeah. But, yeah, so we've been watching it a lot lately because we want to wrap this up. We've been doing this for like 2 years, just kind of like casually watching an episode here or there. But now we are freaking marathoning it.
Yeah.
We're
watching like 2 and 3 episodes a day.
Yeah, we're on the last season before the new stuff. Mm-hmm. And I remember everybody warning us the last season is not good.
They were right. Because it sucks in some ways.
I gotta say, as much as I'm not a fan of some of the storylines and some of the relationships, this thing's got me on the edge of my seat.
Yeah.
I cannot believe what I am seeing.
Lorelai.
So
unprecedented.
I mean,
Logan's an idiot. I don't like him.
They're like burning this show down, but it's exciting.
Yeah. It's like on Survivor. It's like, you're not going to sell this stuff on eBay. We're burning it.
Yeah, well, I can't wait to get to the new stuff. Wow. So, okay, now let's talk about what this podcast is really about. Reality TV.
All right, so let's just touch on this week's episode of Great British Bake Off.
Oh, I didn't know we were doing that.
Oh, just what did you feel about Henry going home? Sorry if that's a spoiler if you haven't seen it yet. I really, really liked Henry.
He was really funny. He was like adorable.
He was adorkable.
I love that he called everyone like darling.
Darling.
So cute.
I loved him.
Yeah, we're really getting down to the nitty gritty here. There's only a few people left.
Yeah.
I think the semifinals are next week.
Yes.
Whoa.
Who's going to get a handshake?
I don't know.
Predictions for the season? Who would you like to see win?
I can't remember all their names off the top of my head. Steph. I feel like Steph has a really good shot. She's won Star Baker
so many times.
So many times now, like 4 times. And
she had a rough week this week with the technical.
Yeah, well, that's going to happen. But I think she's got a really good chance to pull out the whole thing.
You think so?
I think so.
Yeah, I guess, but they don't really base it on the entire season.
No, they don't, which is something that I really enjoy about the show. Yeah, it's like shocking
it's like
sometimes.
You got a fresh slate every week.
You're only as good as your last bake.
And that's for reals. Mm-hmm. That's for reals.
So that's a lot of fun. But anyway, I have noticed that Paul Hollywood has been giving out less handshakes this season.
Yeah.
I feel like he may have gotten criticized last year for giving out too many. So now he kind of like pulled his hand back in. I don't know. It's pretty wild.
I'd like to get a Paul Hollywood handshake.
Isn't it crazy? Like, there's just something about this show that, like, Paul giving someone a handshake, it makes me emotional.
Yeah.
It's just like such a pure, wholesome show.
There's no freaking politics on this show.
There's just something so simple and
that we
wonderful
can see
about
anyway.
it.
Maybe there is behind the scenes, but
I don't know.
I just enjoy it so much. I enjoy cooking and feeding my family so much. So when I get inspired by some of the things that are on this show, it means a lot to me. Mm-hmm. And I'm emotionally invested in these people.
Yeah.
They do a great job of showing the backstory.
And I like at the end of the season when they show, like, oh, this one was hanging out with this one, and this one was hanging out with this one.
Yeah. These people really genuinely care about each other. And
that's what it seems like.
Yeah. I like that a lot. And I love the hosts, the presenters. Mm-hmm. I think they do a fantastic job
Noel and
of
Sandy.
being goofy. We appreciate goofiness.
Love their time checks. Love their little intros at the beginning of the show. All right, but now
it's time to talk about Survivor.
Okay.
This is episode 39.
No, it's not.
This is season 39, episode 5.
Uh-huh.
This is the Drop Your Buffs episode. But
oh, snap. It's time for a tribe swap.
But first, when we get back to camp after Tribal, Lyro, which we've been saying wrong all along, I guess.
We've been saying it very New York.
Laro.
Hey,
what's going on in Laro this week?
I'm still not convinced it's Lyro.
It's Lyro.
Okay.
And Dean is feeling like he got blindsided.
Not only did he get blindsided, but his girlfriend got sent home. Well, not his girlfriend, but his showman's.
His showman's.
So that was a real gut punch.
Survivor screw, if you will. They haven't done it as far as I've seen, so whatever.
Okay, so anyway.
Is he a lawyer, daughter?
No, he's not.
He plays one on TV, though, because he's interrogating everybody.
Yeah.
Who ordered this hit?
Yeah, he's going around being very aggressive, asking people, like, who did this? Who was in charge of this? It was a lot. Like, you're not in a power position where you should be doing that right now.
I feel like Missy was the only one who was like, you were in a showman's?
Well, Missy was the one who did it, and she wasn't like, hey, it was me.
No.
But she did say, no. But she did say, I think it made sense. Like, you guys, again, were in a showman's. Why would we not want to split that up? And he was like, no.
Okay.
Come on, man.
What about the one you laid with?
Yeah, so I don't know if he fully got that Missy was in charge of that, but she was.
So there's nothing that makes me as giddy on Survivor as a good blindside, but also the old drop your buffs.
That's a lot of fun.
When Jeff says that, I'm ready to drop my buff.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so it was not much of a shakeup, really, or was it?
Yeah, it was.
Nah.
Yeah, it was.
One tribe was evenly split. I don't consider that much of a shakeup.
How is that not a shakeup? You have half of one tribe and half of another.
So if they get in trouble, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's kind of a big deal.
Right.
It's not like they can just pick off the other tribe.
Well, that was Vokai. And boy, is it making my nose run right now.
Okay, well, on the new Vokai, you've got Elaine, Dan, Jason, Tommy, Lauren, Aaron, Elizabeth, and Missy.
Right.
So that little girls alliance got very lucky because Elaine, Elizabeth, and Missy are all in the same tribe. And Missy is also working closely with Aaron. So they really lucked out there.
This is like the athletes tribe.
Yeah. For the most part.
Over in Loserville, the new Lyro, you've got 5 Vokai and only 3 Laro.
So immediately everybody's like, easy pickings.
Right. So that would be, if you haven't done your math, it's Nora, Kelly, Jamal, Jack and Janet. No, it's not Three's Company. Tom, Dean, and Karishma.
Yeah. So Tom, Dean, and Karishma is an interesting grouping for the minority here.
Yeah.
Because, Tom and Dean, they have a pretty good relationship. They're both athletes.
Karishma seems like a low-hanging fruit.
Yeah. But you know what? That could work
in her favor.
Because if they want to take out a strong person from the other tribe, they could very easily keep her and get rid of
scoop
Tom
her.
or Dean.
Yeah, they could scoop her for a swing vote.
And she is on the outs, so she's going to probably be very eager
to make a deal.
To switch sides.
Sure. All right, so after the buff dropping, they had a reward challenge, and this was awful.
Why was it awful?
Because they were tied up like twin worms.
Oh, well, before we even get there... The reward for this challenge.
Yeah.
They're hyping it up, saying this is the biggest reward of the season. And I'm like, what? Are you bringing their families in?
Yeah.
Like, what is this? No.
It's Crapplebee's.
Applebee's? What? I thought CBS always partnered with Outback.
I know, right?
Wild. But
I
anyway.
guess Applebee's ponied up some more shark bowls.
I don't know. But they were really hyping this up.
Oh my God. People were clutching their hearts.
Well, you had the description of the meals from Jeff.
Which sounded amazing. I've never been to Applebee's. Have you?
Really?
I've never been to Applebee's.
I have been to Applebee's.
Did we ever go to Applebee's?
I have a feeling you've been to Applebee's before.
Well, I was not
It doesn't
very
really
impressed.
do much for me anymore, considering I'm vegan.
Yeah.
But at the time, it was like, ooh, Applebee's.
I don't remember liking Applebee's, but...
It's a chain restaurant. It's
yeah.
not like, whatever. It's not Michelin star restaurant.
They knew all the foods. I mean, obviously, they really liked Applebee's.
Well, I mean, also it's a sponsor, so they gotta hype it up.
Did they show them the pictures of the food before the thing and be like, you know this?
I don't know.
Just act excited, damn it.
I don't know. But yeah, Jeff was really into the describing it, and then I was gonna say the house guests, and then all the contestants were like, "Oh my God!" Like especially Missy, she was like,
Missy was losing.
like another hungry, but damn.
Yeah.
Did they tell them we'll give you more food if you act really excited?
Maybe.
And this is not a slight to Applebee's. It was just like, yeah.
They loved it.
And then Karishma's saying like, Applebee's is my favorite sit-down restaurant.
When y'all was in college or whatever, like Applebee's did it for me.
Uh-huh.
All
right. Well, anyway, they're playing for Applebee's. And this challenge, like you said, is
they're tied up like
tough.
twin worms.
Yeah.
And they have to wiggle through the freaking hot-ass sand, through like these speed bumps, I guess
you gotta go
call
like
it.
up and down these little hills.
People's mouths were full of sand.
Ugh.
It was in their eyes.
Oh, that made me want to puke.
So they had to do the relay, and then there was puzzle at the end, of course. I love those new style puzzles that they have now that are like algae things, algae trees.
This challenge, I have to say, it rendered some great shots.
Ugh.
Like the shots when they would have their faces like covered in sand. Yeah, it grossed me out, but it looked really cool. It looked really cool.
Oh, I felt Tom looked like
I was thinking of Tom, especially.
Man.
He looked like some sort of a statue or something that was like eroding. I don't know. It was crazy.
The saddest part of this challenge, Vokai had a lead, and Lyro was stuck. They were at a standstill because Karishma could not.
She couldn't move.
Get over the last hump.
And she was attached to Nora.
Right.
And Nora was like, you gotta keep fighting. We gotta do this.
Nora was a great cheerleader. And then
not only a cheerleader.
She couldn't motivate Karishma to move.
She was a freaking tow truck, basically.
She dragged Karishma over the last hump and was able to give their team enough of a comeback to be a real contender for this one.
I don't think they were really a contender in this one. With the puzzle?
Oh, never mind.
It looked like, at least from what we saw in the edit, it looked like when they got to the puzzle.
Thinking of the other
yeah,
team.
you're thinking of the other one. The other team was already pretty much done with their puzzle. They just
were
had a few pieces
cruising
left.
through the puzzle. I believe it was Aaron and Jason.
Yes.
They were just cruising through. They did a good job because they didn't have Satan breathing on their necks, you know. Like when it's close and you're like, oh my God. I don't know.
They could relax.
They could really enjoy that puzzle.
I don't know about enjoying it, but...
Well, they won, so I guess they're enjoying it.
Yeah.
And the reward, whoa. When they started pulling out those shark bowl drinks, They were beautiful. There must be like blue whale liquor in there because I think isn't that what gives it its
food
distinctive
coloring.
color? No, I remember being in college and I went to a party and somebody was like, "Have you ever had a blue whale?"
Oh, I didn't even know that it was
no.
like a thing. Everybody was like so familiar with this drink, and I was like, "Wait, what?"
I think they should have changed it for Survivor and called it the Shark Bowl because
no, they're
makes
all
sense,
gonna be
right?
pooping themselves after this meal.
Exactly. They could have floated like a Baby Ruth in there.
Oh God. No. Okay, so
Why
yeah,
not?
they enjoyed their Applebee's meal. I feel like Missy was especially hyped up. She was like, "I'm done with the L's. No more L's. It's all about the W's."
Right. I'm tired of eating the L's.
She says, "Yeah, it feels good to win."
Mm-hmm. So back at Loserville, a.k.a. Lyro, Karishma's got some planning to do.
Well,
she wants to survive the drop your buffs.
She's immediately like, "I surrender. I'm on your tribe now."
Yeah.
Screw my old tribe. I don't care.
Exactly.
But, I mean, I feel like that's what she should do because she's on the outs with the other two. What does she owe them?
You have to do that. And the first one to do that is going to have that in.
All right, so Dean is also trying to find an in with his new tribe.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? He did.
Dean and Kelly have a mutual friend.
On the outside.
Well, it's a little bit more than a friend for Dean.
Yeah, apparently his ex-girlfriend of like 6+ years went to business school with Kelly.
That's huge.
That is huge. Okay, it's a big deal when you have that connection outside of the house because...
Outside of the jungle?
Outside of the house. Oh my God, Big Brother has ruined me. It's a big deal to have that connection outside of the game because you're like, whoa, this is somebody who knows someone in my real life, IRL, and it just creates this special bond.
Right.
As opposed to somebody that you just randomly met on this show.
Does that bring back flashbacks to Big Brother a couple seasons ago?
The squeaking in the background, that's the dogs. They're feeling very playful right now.
They're really angry that we just kicked them out of here because they were in fisticuffs. So now they're in the other room squeaking a toy. Their protest, their Survivor protest.
All right. Well, anyway, this connection, how do you feel about that? Because it seems like more and more these like random casting connections have been popping up.
Yeah.
And I know it's a small world, but is it that small of a world?
I mean, it could be.
I guess. I don't know. It's pretty wild that this keeps happening on these kind of shows.
I'm not convinced that this was, out of the thousands of people that try out for these shows, I mean, you're bound to get people on there. It's not like Kelly and
no, it's not
were.
like their exes, but still, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see how that relationship plays out.
Yeah, how loyal will they be to each other?
Mm-hmm.
Also, I was really sad when I heard about Karishma's arranged marriage.
Oh my God. I'm glad that she is opening up to her new tribe and she feels like she can do that.
Yeah. It made me feel really, really sad. And
ooh, I was also getting some Big Brother season 1 vibes when Karen was telling everybody like, ooh, my marriage is over.
Yeah.
And
because
you're saying this on national TV.
She felt like she couldn't be herself with her husband, and she couldn't
just
talk
like roommates,
to him. And,
basically. So that's really sad. But I mean, at least this show like is not aired in real time. So even though she was talking about this and it's gonna be aired, obviously it was.
It wasn't like the shock of Big Brother 1 where they had the husband on the hot seat and he hadn't had a chance to talk to his wife.
Yeah, so at least she could go home and talk to him about it before it aired. But I felt really bad for her.
I did too. It still doesn't make me feel bad about her lack of performance in the game, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean...
like, I felt bad for her on a personal level, but I think she still needs to go.
I hate to be cynical, but do you think she was kind of using it...
possibly.
to build something with these new tribe mates?
Possibly. I mean, if you were half out the door, wouldn't you pull pull all the stops out?
I would like to think so. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm sure, like, she did still want to talk about it, too.
Yeah,
I
don't think she made it up.
No, I don't think she made it up at all.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, do you think part of it was for game?
Yes.
Okay. Well, anyway,
Absolutely.
I hope that has all been
resolved
in real time.
Improved.
And that she's living her best life.
Yes. I only wish the best for her.
Yeah.
And Josh.
All right. Well, anyway, back at Vokai, these people are slap happy.
They are ramped up after that Applebee's reward, and Elaine and Missy are doing some wrestling for everyone. It's like Fight Club over there.
What the hell is going on here? Aren't you, like, tired and trying to save your energy? I know they just had a big meal,
They had
but
a huge meal.
something tells me they had a few too many shark bowls.
Yeah.
And by the sound of it, it sounds like this is something that's happened before.
Uh-oh.
Save your energy, guys.
Yeah.
Maybe this is why you're losing all the challenges.
Hey, it's just the girls blowing off some steam. Come on. Well, we also find out that Aaron has these really cool socks with his kid's head on them.
That was so cute.
Where can I get those? I love them.
Yeah. Is that like a
was
Shutterfly
nice.
thing or what?
Yeah, probably.
That was really cute.
So Tommy was really into his socks, and it kind of possibly sparked a little alliance, bromance alliance, maybe.
They were trying to bond, like, on a family level.
Yeah.
Like, I love my family.
I love my family
too.
All right.
So it looks like there's going to be some sort of bromance going on there.
Okay. It's time for the immunity challenge, and as per usual, it's a water challenge with, surf and turf a little bit. So, and actually there was no turf, it was all surf. It was,
I mean, there were platforms.
Platforms, but it's not like they had to go back on the land.
The platforms were in the water.
Yeah.
Which will be important for the last part. But
Right.
anyway.
So they had to swim the whole tribe out to release some. Well, first they had to climb up a big ladder and jump. And I cannot believe
I would not want to
some
be making
people
that
were
jump.
diving headfirst off these ladders.
No! What are you doing?
You don't do that. You don't know how deep the water is, or maybe they did. Maybe they said, "Hey, you know what? It's okay."
The water is
gonna
very
mess
clear.
up your brain when you hit the water, going,
Well, if you dive correctly, no.
There was some big splashes there.
Ugh. I feel like Elaine had a little bit of a flop.
Yeah. I think Tom maybe did too. He was going head first, and I was like, "Oh my
I don't know,
god,
but...
your brains are gonna be like splatted."
Anyway.
All right, so they had to do that. They had to release some buoys. They had to swim over to the final platform with all of the buoys, and then
shoot some hoops.
Yeah, shoot some hoops. How many buoys were there?
I think they had to make 3 shots.
3, okay. Which you have your basketball player, Missy, and unbeknownst to us at the time, Dean had also played some hoops.
Yeah.
Who's your biggest competition right now?
That would be
Hoops.
Flavor of love. But anyway, Vokai had a really big lead. Missy was shooting the hoops for a while, but then somebody else took over.
Right.
I think Tom took over.
Yeah, it was pretty close. They made up, Lyro made up the lead, and it almost looked like they were going to win, because it was down to 1 hoop.
Yeah, Dean was making some shots, but Vokai ended up winning that one.
Right.
Which means Lyro, they're still losing.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Lyro just sucks because of Karishma. She, again, was
I hate to
dragging
put all the blame
in
on her. I'm sure it's not all because of her, but she's definitely a big factor.
Are you rushing or are you dragging?
Yeah.
She was dragging.
Okay.
Dragging A. All right, they had to pull her along.
So now, back at Lyro, it's time to decide which one of the minority group are going to go.
So Tom, Dean, Jamal, they're all in a huddle. They're like, we should just get rid of Karishma. It's an easy vote. Let's do it.
You know, they got their boys club thing going.
Right.
And Jamal's like, I want to keep this tribe strong. So let's get rid of Karishma.
Yeah. I don't want to not ever win again.
Yeah. And of course, Tom and Dean are like, yeah, let's do that.
Right. So Tom is talking to Janet, and she's looking towards the future. She's looking towards the merge. What's going to happen after she merges if she keeps Tom?
She knows that Tom is a very old school, by the book, straight up guy.
Billionaire Boys Club?
Yeah, which is great if you're working with that person, but this is post-tribe swap.
She got a V, not a P. He's in the boys club.
No, I was going to say, he's already got a tribe that he's loyal to.
Oh, okay.
So when it comes to the merge, he's probably not going to stick with her. So she's like, well, that doesn't help me.
Right.
You know, what do I need him for?
Number one question this week. Why was Nora squeezing out her boobs?
I don't know. Was she looking for her vote in there or something? I mean...
I think she had like a padded bra or something.
She was trying to like wring it out.
Wring it out, yeah.
It was funny though.
It just looked wrong.
Nora really carried the end of this episode. She has no vote this week.
Yeah.
She has no vote. She lost it when she was visiting the Island of the Idols with Sandra and Tom and Rob. We didn't get that this week. We didn't see the Island of the Idols.
No.
So that was kind of sad, but there was just no time for it.
All right, so let's go to Tribal.
Okay. We did see Rob and Sandra there. Right. So that's good. They were still in the Spy Shack.
Yeah.
They didn't have the week completely off.
No. So, Nora, I don't know what was so freaking funny at Tribal. She was just laughing her ass off.
You know, maybe she's just happy that now that this tribe has swapped, she's not at the bottom anymore.
That's true.
Because her tribe needs her for numbers.
Yeah. Well, we come to the conclusion that in the minority, Tom is the old, Dean is the young, and Karishma is the weak link.
Oh.
To which she says, who, me?
Oh, yeah. I also wanted to point out, during the immunity challenge...
Jeff called her out.
Jeff was like, Karishma is going so slow in the challenge again. And she was like, no, I'm not. I'm really curious how much people hear of Jeff's narration during the challenges. Like, do they block him out? Are they listening? Like, what's going on? I'm sure it's different for everybody, but obviously she heard that. So I don't know. I'm really curious how much people hear during the challenges.
My favorite thing this season is to listen to the commentary from the Spy Shack.
Yeah, it's always a good time.
So Janet was calling out Dean, you didn't come talk to me, you know, why should I vote to keep you?
Yeah, because Dean was saying, oh, I went and I talked to everybody or whatever, and she's like, didn't talk to me.
So, in the Spy Shack, the consensus was like, Dean's probably going.
Yeah, he's in trouble.
0% chance of winning. Not the case. They had the vote, and Tom was voted out.
Ooh, I guess they figured Tom, yes, he's a former athlete, but he's really not adding that much to the challenges. He's not performing as well as they thought he would.
Right.
And I guess they're thinking, okay, going into the merge, he's not going to stick with us. So we may as well.
I think it was a big mistake.
You think so?
I do, because Karishma is going to do nothing but drag down the challenges, because now they are down one person. So somebody's going to have to sit out on the other tribe. It's not like they could sit her out. Like, they have extra people to expend. And that is really going to put a strain on the tribe.
Maybe they'll have like a lawyer challenge. I don't know.
Doubtful.
Kenny D, maybe they'll have a lawyer challenge.
Yeah. Well, next time, I think we got a little sneak peek that Vokai is on the chopping block, and
possibly.
Yeah. That's a 4 against 4.
It's
exciting
a standoff.
situation. Exactly.
Are they going to have to go to rocks? Are they going to make some sort of deal?
It looks like that it's going to be very exciting next week.
It's a little bit annoying how Aaron's like, well, if you want to get rid of one of my girls, like, he's in charge or something, and he just, like, sell one of them or, like, get rid of one of them. Like, what the hell?
What is this, survivor trafficking?
Maybe they're going to get rid of you.
Yeah, exactly.
It just rubbed me the wrong way.
Yeah, me too.
But anyway, let's move on to another show.
Do we talk about Dancing with the Stars now?
Yeah, I hope the computer stops freezing. That'd be really nice.
Yeah, it's being really laggy. I hope it's not affecting the outcome here, but there wasn't really a theme this week.
No, but I'm okay with that because we were already treated to Disney Week.
So you can have this Disney now. We need a little break because we put everything into week, that.
And then they're going to bring it for Halloween next week.
Oh, I'm so excited for Halloween next week.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. They're going to be doing the team dances again.
Bring out the guy liner.
Woo! All right, but this week they had a little random space to fill.
Yeah. All right, so they had a little skit at the beginning where Kel supposedly brought a Wolverine in a covered cage in.
Okay.
Everyone was, you could really see the pack separate who the actors were and who the not actors were.
Yeah. Some people are better at acting than others. That's just how it goes.
So, the whole shtick there was that Len, it was his pet. It was his kitty.
Okay. Well, anyway, this is the halfway mark of the season, which is crazy to me because I feel like this season has been flying.
Flying by.
Maybe it's because last year we didn't get like a spring Dancing with the Stars, so now it's just
been
like,
almost a whole year.
It's slipping away so quickly. It's not fair.
All right. Well, opening the show.
I thought it was like an 80s theme because a lot of these were 80s songs, but then they weren't all.
Allie and Sasha had a quick step to Aha, Take On Me. Love this song.
I am obsessed with this song. It's one of my favorite songs. It's also one of my favorite music videos. So this is a treat. Like, she's so lucky that she got to dance to this.
Except they had to speed it up so much that it was like chipmunk speed.
It was fast, but it was weird because it felt really, really fast, but the tempo was like a normal quick step tempo. So it just felt like kind of frantic and weird. Like, I feel like it was kind of difficult to dance to.
I think it was very difficult to dance to.
It kind of like plays games with your mind a little bit, I think.
Yeah. I didn't think it was very clean.
Yeah. It was tough too because they started apart and they couldn't see each other.
They were in boxes.
So, yeah, the timing was a little bit off there. There were a few times where it just felt a little bit out of sync.
I don't know why Len gave her a 9.
I don't know. Does he feel bad for being like, don't touch me again a few weeks ago?
Is he overcompensating for something? Possibly.
Sometimes I feel like Len is like, all right, I'm going to be really nice during this episode. I'm going to give people good scores. And then he kind of just like falls away from that and starts giving people ridiculous low scores. So I don't know.
He definitely has his favorites, and that really bothers me. And I think
we all have our favorites, right? Well, I thought overall they did a good job, but I feel like she was a little bit overscored.
All right.
A little bit manic there.
Yeah. Kate and Pasha. A beautiful, flowing Viennese waltz.
Classic Viennese song. Whitney Houston, I Have Nothing.
Yeah.
I have a lot of good things to say to her. I can't say that I have nothing wrong to say.
I think the dance, not the dance, her performance is lacking the details.
Well, here's the thing. I think she needs to work on her arms a little bit. Yes. Because in a dance like the Viennese Waltz, I want to see more fluidity. And I feel like, you want to throw your arms up sometimes, but it was a little bit kind of like robotic throwing them up. I don't know.
Yeah, I think she really needs to work on her details now. Because
a little bit.
It's obvious she can dance.
Yeah, and she knows how to act.
Yes, she's got the basics. Now she needs to put in all of the little ornaments and all.
I'm a really big fan.
Yeah,
I'm really rooting for her. I like her a lot.
I was a little surprised that she got all 9s.
Really?
But not really. Maybe I thought Len would have given her an 8. But
I thought they would have given some attention to those arms, but nobody said anything about it.
No.
So, good for her.
Kel and Whitney had a quick step to Part-Time Lover. Freaking love that song.
Kel really freaking brought it again. I think last week was kind of a turning point for him because he was pretty good before. But I think after he had that High School Musical jazz.
It gave him a lot of confidence.
Yeah.
Confidence is everything on this show.
I thought he was great in this.
But Len, again, I feel like Len does not like Kel. He's not one of his little pet dancers. And
why
he gave
the
him
8?
an 8.
I thought that was too low.
Yeah.
I feel like he should have gotten all 9s.
This was definitely at least as good, probably better than Allie's.
Yeah, I didn't understand that at all.
All right. Well, another one of Len's not favorites, Karamo and Jenna. They had a contemporary, and this was very emoshi.
It was emoshi.
It was Someone You Love. Beautiful.
I think that's what the song was called. I'm not sure. But yeah, it was beautiful. You knew it was going to be good because Jenna is such a fantastic contemporary dancer and choreographer. And she did not disappoint. So you think
you could dance.
Yeah. Her choreography was amazing. I thought Karamo danced beautifully. Mm-hmm. And I thought he was underscored.
Yeah, Len and Bruno were stingy. There was only 1-9, and I believe that was from Carrie Ann. Mm-hmm. So that really pissed me off. Yeah, Karamo is really getting the short end of the stick here.
He's really got an uphill battle here. I don't know what it is, but
yeah,
I guess he's just not one of their favorites.
That sucks.
Yeah.
So then let's get this amateur dancing the taste out of our mouths and get all those pros on the floor so that they can give us a taste of what we're going to see on tour.
I wish we were going to see them on tour. It looks like a lot of fun.
It looks so polished and so lovely.
One of our viewers, Hannah, has been to the tour a few times, and it seems
she
like
loves it.
It's a really good time. Hey, Hannah. So
yeah, shout out to Hannah.
That's a lot of fun.
All right, well, coincidentally, Hannah and Alan were up next.
Oh, different Hannah.
All right, so they had a samba. Mm-hmm. I love a samba. It's so much fun. It's a real party dance.
Yeah.
And
this was not a traditional samba, though.
No. They danced to Southbound.
So it was like a country samba?
Kind of weird.
What?
There was a lot.
Choreography was great. I had some issues with her technique, though, because we've seen this in the past. I think she struggles a little bit with the Latin dances because she has that ballet training.
Right.
In ballet, you're always taught, okay, up. And a dance
Samba is down and dirty,
Yeah. You gotta push from the floor. Mm-hmm. So I feel like that hurt her. And also, if you don't have the right technique in the samba, you're probably going to be off timing. Mm-hmm. Because there's a lot that goes into the timing here.
Right.
And if you're too high up, like, I felt like she was...
a lot of moving parts there.
A little bit off on the timing at times.
I thought all 8s were pretty fair.
Time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was fair.
All right, Sailor and Val had a jive. Is this the first jive we've seen?
No.
All right, they had a awesome George Michael Wake Me Up song.
Oh my God, she always gets the best music.
I know, right? And
so
I feel like she has improved so much.
I think so too. And
confidence-wise, technique-wise.
She's really acting during her performances too.
Right.
She's adding the facial expressions. It seems like she's like preparing a character for each dance. Mm-hmm. And that really takes you to the next level. So yeah, she got a 27. I thought that was...
She deserved it.
Well deserved.
Well deserved, yeah. Sean and Lindsay. Oh my. They had a Viennese waltz to Somebody to Love. This is such a great song. But this performance was all kinds of wrong.
First, he was doing Toy Story. Now they're giving him Queen. Stop!
You know what I thought of when I saw this? I felt like this is when you get your kid a balloon and it's in the car, and then you open the door and the balloon comes busting out. Yeah. That's what I felt like some of his moves were like.
There was some wacky stuff going on here.
Yeah.
It was very sweet that his wife was there. That was nice.
I love his backstory. Mm-hmm. He's a person, but this dancing is just wrong.
He is a person. Yeah.
The judges were extremely kind to him. 21.
That was quite kind.
Very kind. Balloon busting out of a car. Child cries. The balloon is gone. All right. James and Emma.
Okay.
I also had a samba.
This was so much fun.
Light it up, Major Lazer and Diplo.
This, you could tell, was a major confidence booster for him. He was having such a great time out there. Mm-hmm.
His hips are still a little wonky, though.
I felt like he had hip action, but just from, I don't know, I felt like he was getting it the wrong way. You know what I mean? Like, the hip action is supposed to come from the knees and the feet. Right. And I feel like he was kind of forcing it a little bit, so that's why it kind of looked awkward.
Yeah.
But aside from the hip action...
Very good.
I thought it was good, yeah.
He also got a 27. Mm-hmm. All right, Laura and Elena. Very emotion week for her.
This was very emotional.
Sorry, Gleb too.
Yeah.
She wrote a song for her stepdad who
It was
passed
actually
away.
the 1-year anniversary of his passing.
Right. It's called The Other Side. It was a good song. What did you think of the song?
It was very pretty.
Yeah, I liked it. So, like I said, this was very emotional for her. She was very close to her stepdad. He died very young.
Mm-hmm.
What was he, 47 or something like that?
I don't remember the age.
Very young.
But
Too young.
It's sad. And she was crying. You could see her crying during her routine. I'm surprised she was able to get through that. That's amazing. She's very strong.
Len gave her an 8. And I was like, what the hell, you old geezer?
I mean, I know he's probably not trying to bring emotion into it. And emotion aside, I thought she did great.
I thought she did a great job.
Yeah, so I don't know why that was an 8. But I thought that really said a lot that she put all of that personal stuff into this performance and she pulled it off.
I thought it was great.
Mm-hmm.
But the really shocking thing this week was the bottom 2. Was there a spicy in the bottom 2? No.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Was there a Karamo in the bottom 2? No.
Well, I don't want Karamo in the bottom.
I don't either, but he has been in the past, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this week, the bottom 2, Sailor and Val.
What?
And Hannah and Alan.
What? So.
Why is Spicy not in the bottom 2? What are you people doing? Oh my god.
The judges had no choice but to save Hannah and Alan.
Hannah and Alan?
They saved them.
No, they weren't in the bottom 2. What are you talking about? Why are we saying this? Those notes are wrong. The Allie and Sasha were in the bottom 2.
Oh, sorry. No wonder why. Allie and Sasha were in the bottom 2.
Yeah, I thought that sounded weird.
Why did I write that? That's so stupid.
I don't know. But anyway. Yeah, so bottom 2, Sailor and Val, and Allie and Sasha.
Right.
So, I mean, they both did great this week, but the judges were like, Allie and Sasha have been a lot more consistent. You know, Sailor is just having her come up now.
Mm-hmm.
So, unfortunately, gonna have to get rid of her
Right.
if you look at their full body of work.
Oh my god, Sailor cried so hard.
I felt really bad for her.
I don't blame her because that must have been a total blindside.
Oh, yeah.
Total blindside. And...
Guys, the voting.
Yeah.
Come on.
This is
Come
terrible.
on.
But we still have next week to look forward to. Team dances and Los Spookies.
Yeah! Raise your hand if you watched and enjoyed Los Spookies on HBO. So funny.
All right, so that is Dancing with the Stars for this week.
Okay, last but not least.
Below Deck.
Oh!
Season 7 is turning out to be a real delicious season. We're on episode 3 already. So this is the Mafia charter. Mm-hmm. Maybe not. But that's what they're alluding to.
Well, guess what?
Gently.
The Deck Crew said, Brander, you're a drunk girl.
Yeah. Oh my god. Or high.
I don't know what's going on with Brandy, the charter guest, but I'm scared.
So the charter guests arrive and Brandy is sloppy.
She's like, I just want everybody to know, I paid for this whole thing and I paid for it.
Hey, it's really hot in here. Can I have a drink? No, I gotta lay down.
You've been overserved, ma'am. Please have a seat.
Or a floor. So
Kate is like trying to give the tour right now. You know how they give the tour? They're like, this is the salon, this is the bunny pad, blah, blah, blah.
This is a very expensive toilet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Kevin is like, service. Where's service?
Service. I need service to take lunch up to the salon.
And she's like, it's not time for that. So, like, calm down. So there's a lot of tension between Kevin and Kate.
Because Kevin needs to get his shit under control.
He is, like, trying to control not his department.
Excuse me, Kate is the best in the industry. And you need to coordinate better with Kate because she has far more experience than you.
You know this thing is going to blow up eventually between the two of them.
You know who's going to win? Kate. Because she is best friends with Captain Lee and his wife. And that doesn't even matter because Kate is the best.
Yeah, but from the season preview, she's all like, find yourselves another chief stew. I'm out of here. So I don't know if that's actually going to happen or what.
She's going to pull rank.
All right. Well, anyway,
All right. Was the main charter guest a little tipsy?
I think everybody
because
was.
she kept saying how much she loves peanut sauce.
What? That's like on BoJack, the peanut butter and Magelli sandwich.
Yeah.
Kevin, what are you serving?
Oh my god.
Okay, well, these ladies are ready to pounce.
They are thirsty. And it's not even Thursday. So they go up to the wheelhouse and they are touching Captain Lee everywhere. They are sexually assaulting Captain Lee, and
he's not going to be like, get off of me, because he wants the tip.
His wife is probably laughing her ass off.
Yeah, everybody knows that Captain Lee and Marianne
loves his wife.
They are #couple goals.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, so I don't think she has anything to worry about.
He's got to put up with her shirt.
It's more funny than anything.
Yeah.
But also inappropriate on the guest's end. Come on.
I feel bad that, like, Captain Lee has, like, this is definitely a double standard here. Like, if the captain was a female.
Oh, yeah.
And the guys were up there, they would be like, no.
Yeah.
But I just don't know what to say about this.
He's also got to put up with this other shit. Abby does not know how to use her radio.
She was apparently pushing on the transmit button, which was screwing up everybody's communication.
Well, yeah, that means nobody else can talk.
Yeah.
That's kind of a big deal.
Well, you know who's also effing up? Kevin. Kevin didn't order food for the seafood extravaganza. It was on the preference sheets. They wanted a effing food extrava effing ganza.
Yeah, they weren't just like, we want to eat seafood.
That means fish and mollusks. And shrimp falling from the ceiling.
Yeah, I loved how Courtney was an expert on this. She was like, I have had seafood extravaganzas bi-weekly. I know what this is. And she was like, there need to be towers of fish and seafood.
Every plate on the boat must be filled with seafood and stacked on the table for the guests.
I mean, she's got a point here. It's got to be something special. It's not just like they're eating fish. Yeah.
This is not a plated dinner.
So he was relying on them catching fish when they went fishing, but you're gonna need more than that. Like, them.
What if they don't catch anything?
Kate made a good point too. Whatever they catch should be like a bonus,
right,
for what you already have prepared.
Exactly. Well, Captain Lee had no choice but to have a deck crew meeting because he's not putting up with this shit. It's a safety issue. So
the radio, not the fish extravaganza.
Right. So basically, sum and substance, Abby, you suck.
He was pretty nice to her about it, though.
Yeah. But
he was like, I know you're not doing it on purpose. But learn how to use your freaking radio.
Pay attention. Do you know the safety features of your vehicle, miss?
Well, he was also like, you need to tie up your hair because it can get caught on something.
Yeah, it could go in people's food.
Well, Kevin was like, yo, your hair almost got caught in my sauce.
Oh, your
Gross.
penis sauce?
No!
All right, well, the guests went fishing, some of them. Some of them were just drying out. Yeah. This charter is drinking way too much liquid. And I mean, like, flammable liquids.
Well, big surprise here, they didn't catch any fish.
They caught an eel and they threw it back because it was gross.
Oh.
I mean, lucky for the eel, right?
Yeah.
All right, so they requested Captain Lee join them for the seafood extravaganza.
Oh, boy.
And Captain Lee's like,
I guess.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Yeah, so this seafood extravaganza was pretty much thrown together with whatever Kevin could find. I mean, there was some, like, frozen stuff.
Canned crab that he made into crab cakes. There was a couple of prawns. There was some snapper. It was weak. It was real weak penis sauce.
Well, luckily, these guests are freaking drunk off their asses.
So they don't care.
Who knows if they even remember this dinner?
Think so.
Maybe they watch this back and they're like, wait, what?
Yeah. All right, so Ashton, I think he's into Courtney a little bit.
It's weird.
At least wants to know what's going on with her.
Because I think Brian is definitely into Courtney. And Ashton is all like, I'll be your wingman. But he's also like flirting with her. Ugh.
Ashton has a crush on every girl.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
So Kate would just be happy to bang Tanner, I think.
Well,
and Tanner would be
like,
happy to bang Kate. She said, yeah, we'll probably bang. Why not?
Oh my god. There's some crazy love connections brewing here.
Love stories, possibly. And by love, we mean lust.
All right. Well, Kevin, he's having these screw-ups with the whole fish extravaganza, seafood extravaganza. You'd think he would focus more on his own department, but no. He's still concerned about service. So he wakes Kate up from her slumber.
Her out of bed. You don't get between a girl and her sleep. Especially if she's the chief stew.
He's going off on Simone and saying, like, Kate needs to be out here, like, blah, blah, blah.
The primaries are up. We need at least 2 people on service. I mean, is he wrong?
I don't know. I don't think he should be sticking his nose in Kate's department.
That's true. Very true. Just cook the damn food and let them serve it. All right, so.
Anyway, he did apologize to Simone, and I was surprised how quick she was to accept that apology. He was like, oh, hey, I'm sorry. And she's like, okay. Damn, Simone.
Yeah.
Kate, not as happy with him.
Kate might forgive, but she won't forget.
Oh.
So it's a beach lunch picnic.
Okay.
And there's another guest laying on the floor. Another guest wiped out. Another guest casualty to alcohol or whatever.
Come on, people. You are adults.
Did she just, fall there and, couldn't get up?
I don't know.
Granted, it's really, really hot here. I mean,
well,
I'm sure the heat is factoring into this as well.
I said this last time. I think the alcohol is hitting people a lot harder because they're getting dehydrated from the heat. They're not drinking actual good fluids like water. So I think it's really messing people up.
You know what I got to say? The first turner didn't have a problem.
Yeah.
They didn't have a problem.
No, I mean, if you drink moderately, it's probably not a big deal.
That's what I'm saying.
If you're, overdoing it, yeah, it's going to be that much worse.
Brandy continues to be in rough shape.
She's got to be evacuated from the beach lunch picnic.
Well,
in that beautiful,
more on that next week.
Clear canoe or kayak, whatever.
The scenery here is just a lot. I love it. How could you get sick in such a beautiful place?
I think, if you're drinking a lot, it's pretty likely. I don't think she even knows where she is.
I don't think so either.
I hope Brandy's going to be okay.
I hope so too.
Because that's really messed up.
I mean, all kidding aside, don't get alcohol poisoning on vacation or anytime.
Yeah, this is turning into a PSA. Please drink responsibly.
Yeah.
And don't drink and drive.
I mean, this isn't funny in the least. I feel bad for these people that they are overcompensating with the alcohol.
I don't know what's going on here. But anyway, that's our podcast for the week. So let us know what you thought of all these shows in the comments.
Congratulations if you made it this long.
Yeah.
We appreciate you.
Yep.
And I guess until Halloween next week, which we have something interesting planned.
We'll see you then.
And much love.
Much love.